Mirapo nalo vayu. Kammano buddhirevacha. Ahankara iti yamme. Binna prakriti rashtada. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu. Kammano buddhirevacha. Ahankara iti yamme. Binna prakriti rashtada. This is also a very important shloka. Now this shloka number 2, 3, everything is important until Bhagavad Gita goes on. Bhagavan says, now what is this new topic? Introduction. Because Bhagavan directly enters into it now. He says, Arjuna, do you want to know me? Right? Because what is the topic? Asamshayam samagram mam jnasyasi. You have to know me now. Right? So I am going to talk about myself. Now who is this me? So he says, I have 2 prakritis. You write, but write less, but to pay attention and understand. Because once the shloka explanation comes, anyway you will know. I have 2 prakritis. One is called lower prakriti, another is called higher prakriti. Now what is this lower and higher? So Bhagavan says, in this world, one is the material object, matter, and the other is spirit. Right? This is how the modern people they define. There are 2 things, matter and spirit. And matter is for consumption, and spirit is the consumer. In the sense, he is the experiencer, and matter is experienced. Right? This is the pair. So Bhagavan says, now there are these 2 prakritis, and he is going to classify them a little bit technically. The simple meaning is experienced and experiencer. Now first he defines experienced, objects which are experienced. Why? Because generally, when we are told, when we are asked, what do you see? So our understanding is objects only. Right? So anything that is experienced, like if we enter in this hall, what do you see? Oh, people. People means what? Physical body. You remember, huh? When we say experiencer, physical body is not experiencer. Physical body is experienced. It is an object. So that comes directly. Then all these books are there, racks are there, chairs are there, walls are there. All of this is what? Experienced. Now, actually, if Bhagavan had to give a list of what is experience, then Bhagavad Gita would never end, and the war of Mahabharata would never begin. So Bhagavan has a technique of clubbing all of that into 8 things. And when we see this list of 8, it is a very comprehensive list. So that is the first aspect. And then in the next shloka he is going to talk about the experiencer. Right? So with this much background, now let's see the shloka. Bhagavan says, Me Bhinna Ashtadha Prakritihi. This is my eightfold Prakriti. So Prakriti word I had explained in Panchadashi class, but again I will explain here. Not that I have not explained in Gita class also, we have seen it before many times. Prakriti means that which has the ability to express in many ways. That is called Prakriti. In Sanskrit, Prakarshena Kriti Yogyatvat Prakriti. See, in Sanskrit, any word, if it has, any word if it is there, it will have meaning built in there. I don't know if that is true in English. For some words it will be there. I don't know if every word it is there. Like table. So why do we call it table? Why not betel? Somebody thought, let's call it table, so let's call it table. But here is a Prakriti. Why? Because the meaning is there. So some roots are there, and that is how it is defined. Kriti. Kriti means creation. Prakriti means expanded creation. Pratikriti means copy, reflection. Pratikriti. Like that. Anyway, so Bhagavan says, this is my Ashtadha Prakriti, eightfold nature. Now what is this eightfold nature? So he gives Bhumihi, number 1. Number 2, Apaha. Bhumi means earth. Apaha, water. So now you know what is coming. Analaha, fire. So fire has another name, Analaha. Vayuhu means air, wind, otherwise known as Anila. And Kham means space. So earth, water, fire, air, space. And these 5, they are bhinnaha. Bhinnaha means they are separate, distinct. Which means, in our Vedantic language, we call apanchikrita. They have not undergone the process of mixing. Means they are themselves. They are not mixed. In this water that we see here, right? This water is Panchikrita Panchamahabhuta. So this is explained in Tattvabodha, Atmabodha also, and in Panchadashi chapter 1 also we saw. So we are not going to go into that discussion now. But these are subtle elements. The 5 elements, they are subtle. So these 5, they appear as gross elements now. Then Manaha, mind. Literal translation is Manaha means mind. Buddhi, intellect. And Ahankara, ego you can say. This is eightfold Prakriti. But this mind, intellect, ego, they are not at individual level. Because now Bhagavan is talking about total creation, remember. Right? And so in total creation, this mind refers to total mind, cosmic mind. Intellect refers to cosmic intelligence. And Ahankara is the one who owns up this cosmic intelligence. Now what do these 3 mean? The 5 elements, they are okay. at least we think that we are familiar with them. They are also tanmatras. They are not the grossified elements. But what are these three? So, Bhagwan Shankaracharya explains them. And of course here the support of Sankhya school is taken.